traditional versus digital. Today, here are the pros and cons of traditional versus digital. Coloring edition. The first pro of doing anything digitally is you have a lot more colors. I chose a more sea and I blended it out the faces and made it more realistic looking. You can do a lot more of that than you can with some markers. Also, of course, you can erase things, which I did a lot of. I chose a better color palette of hair and did a lot more purpley tones and blended those out. And the sky didn't run out of color like it obviously did in the first drawing, and I was able to add stars, which you could with a more pigmented. And of course you can do multiplying layers without completely rolling the drawing, so that's the pros of digital. One of the first cons of digital is that there's limited textures. Of course you can virtualize textures, but you'll never get like a real deal texture, which moves on to the next point, that it feels less real. So you know how virtual reality is like getting pretty advanced, but it still feels less real than reality. That's kind of like what digital is. It's just not quite there. There's not a lot of cons for digital, so that's it. Now here are some pros to traditionalism. Traditionalism, that's the word. Nope, I didn't mess that up at all. We're keeping that in. Pros to traditionalism. Okay, so first, it feels more real. I'm not saying this is better art or anything. It just, you get more textures and it feels more real. A pro/con kind of thing is that you have a limited color palette. So this might be a bad thing for some, which it is for me, but it could be a good thing for others because it gets you going and you just don't think about, oh, what kind of thing am I gonna use? You just use what kind of color palette you have. Now here are some cons. So first, there is a limited color palette. You can't blend it out as well unless if you have a brush marker. Expensive, a lot of traditional media is expensive. Though, there's a lot of good free digital programs. And the third con to me is it's not very environmentally friendly, and if you want to keep your drawings, you have to have them in a sketchbook, or you have to have a big binder like me, or let me grab it first. Sometimes it can be a hassle, but maybe you like the challenge. I don't know, this is just my opinion, but I think for me, digital wins, even though sometimes I just prefer traditional. But if you compare the pros and cons, I'd go with digital. Wow, everybody, I did a video. Did you like it? Thumbs it up. Maybe subscribe or something. I don't know. See ya.